Hey guys, it's Rose. Some of you may know me from my online baking show, and I got so many questions from you guys about how to assemble and decorate the perfect cake. So today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks of how to decorate a cake. Let's get started. When I'm decorating a cake, I like to break it down into 4 steps: level, stack, ice, and decorate. The first step is to level our cakes. We're gonna do this so that when we stack them, they will be even. You will have an even cake. In front of me, I have 2 8-inch round baked cakes. Both of these cakes have had plenty of time to cool, and I've even placed them in the refrigerator to completely chill to prevent crumbing. To level your cake, you can use a sharp cutting knife, but I like to use a cake leveler because it makes it super even and I don't have to worry that I've cut it at a diagonal angle, which freehanding, I do that. So what you do is you just place it down, has little feet at the bottom, and then you can adjust this wire on the side. It has these little notches, so you can pick the height. So I've picked the height where it just skims the top to make the top flat. And then you just walk them, and you go back and forth. Then you're gonna take off this little top layer. Now this next step is totally optional, but if you like icing like I do, I would highly suggest it. So you're gonna take the 2 cakes and you're gonna cut them in half again. This is called torting, like a tortoise. To tort these cakes, I just moved the little wire down a couple notches, and you want to make sure that it's hitting about midway, halfway through your cake. Ta-da! We have successfully leveled and torted, and now it's on to step 2, which is stacking. Second step is to stack our cakes. Over here, I have the first layer of cake on a turntable. I love these things. I'll show you why later, but they make decorating and icing so much easier. The first thing that we're gonna do is I've got some icing in a plastic baggie with a number 12 tip, and I'm just gonna outline the cake. Some people call this making a dam, and I think it looks like a little fence. And you go all the way around. This is a really good tip if you're using a different color icing or a jam to fill the layers in your cake to keep it all in there. So I am gonna be using a pink frosting for the middle. Then I'm just gonna take a little 9-inch spatula and spread it around so it's nice and even. All right, we just finished our first layer. Look at that. And now we're gonna add our second layer. You can pick it up with your hands or you can use a cake lifter. I'll show you that later. Try to line it up as best you can, and then I'm just going to do the same icing technique, making a dam all the way around and then filling it in. Here's a little tip for the last layer. You're going to flip the crummy side down, leaving the top the baked bottom, so it's a little bit easier to ice. Less crumbs. Boom! Our cake is totally stacked and assembled, and now it's on to our third step, which is to ice the cake. I've placed some white icing into a plastic baggie with a frosting tip. You'll want to make sure to put the teeth down and the smooth part up. This is totally optional. You can just scoop the icing on top of the cake and spread it flat with a spatula, but I like to use a bag for a little bit more control because I need it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the outside, and I'm just gonna work my way all the way around. This is where the turntable comes in handy. You can just spin it. You can let the icing hang over the edge. That's okay. Filling it in. I'm working my way towards the center like a bullseye. Once you've iced the top of the cake, you're gonna take a larger spatula. This one is a 13-inch spatula. I love it. I love to use the big spatulas for the icing of the outsides of the cake. And you're just gonna slowly level it, smooth it out. Now that we've iced and smoothed out the top of the cake, we are gonna add icing to the sides of the cake. So again, I just have some icing in a plastic baggie with a frosting tip. This is the technique that I like to do. It's totally optional, but you're just gonna hold your hand stationary. It's not gonna go anywhere. And I'm gonna start applying pressure and spinning the turntable around as we go. And now we're gonna do the bottom layer. Here we go, one more time around. Now the sides of the cake are iced, and now we are gonna smooth the sides. I'm gonna be using my large spatula. I really like it because it's offset, so it keeps your hands out of the icing. And all you're gonna do is just place it here. And again, I'm gonna try not to move it and just turn my turntable all the way around. I'm putting it at a bit of an angle. It won't be perfect the first time around, so I'm gonna go around a few times. Now the top and sides of the cake are smooth, but you'll see we have this ridge of icing all the way around the cake from the overhang, which helps the icings connect, so it looks really good, but now we are gonna flatten it with our little spatula. So you're gonna take the little spatula again, and what you're gonna do is just on the corner, gently pull it towards you. Once you've iced your cake, a really cool trick to give it a polished look is to let it sit for about 15 minutes or until the icing has crust over. A good test is take your finger, lightly touch it. If it doesn't stick, it's ready. Then take a piece of parchment paper, place it over the top of your cake. I like to make gentle circles, and this will smooth out any of the cracks or wrinkles, giving it a really polished, smooth look. And you can do this all over your cake. Now for the final step, step 4, time to decorate, which is my favorite step. You can decorate your cake however you'd like, but what I like to do is first decorate the sides, because it's the trickiest. First decoration that I'm gonna do is do little loops all around the side of the cake. This is called swag. To put some swag on your cake, you're gonna put some icing in a plastic baggie, and I'm using a number 18 tip. You can use whatever tip you'd like, but I like the little star look. And you're gonna start at the top of the cake and then go woo, making a loop and boop, ending right at the top again. Now that our cake has swag, we are gonna decorate the bottom border. I love this part. It just makes your cakes look so finished. Over here, I've got some pink icing in a plastic bag with a number 21 tip to make little stars. These are really easy. All you have to do is squeeze the bag, holding it in the same position, and then lift up, and boom, little star. And you just go all the way around the cake. The last thing that we're gonna pipe is the top border. We're gonna do the same thing as the bottom, but we're gonna go all the way around on the top of the cake. This will also hide your swag connecting points. All right, we're done piping, and now it's time to decorate the top. I'm gonna be sprinkling on some of these little rainbow Jimmy sprinkles. I love these, I think they're so cute. And they have pink in there, so it will match our pink icing. But this is where you can customize your cake to be whatever you'd like. You could pipe a little message on the top like happy birthday or congratulations. Ta-da! Here's the cake that we made today. I hope this video on how to assemble and decorate a cake is helpful for you guys. And if you guys make this cake or your own, please take a picture and tweet it to me and Wilton. I'll put links down below because we would love to see your baking creations. And don't forget, use the hashtag cake swag so that I can find it and see your baking creations. I would love that. It just makes my day. All right, I'll be making some more videos soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.